Very warm welcome to Must Know Topics. In this particular series, I'll be taking down various lecturate and GT topics which will be helpful in preparing for various competitive examinations, including Services Selection Board interviews. The topic that I'll be covering today will be India-Russia relations, and this will be the 37th lecturate of the series. I'll be covering this particular topic in 6 subdivisions, that is introduction part, military dependency, deals, military exercises, threat of Katsa, and conclusion part. Well, coming to the introduction, after the partition of India and Pakistan, US became the first country to establish relation with Pakistan for dominance in Gulf region, Middle East and South Asia, and in order to counter the USSR or the Soviet Union. Now India established relation with Russia then, and it is a time tested proven relationship. Now particularly if we see that India and Russia have a target to reach around 30 billion US dollar bilateral trade by the year 2025, and both the countries are looking forward to develop a free trade agreement. Moreover, as per a report published in Wikipedia, bilateral trade in 2012 grew up by 24%. Both the countries have IRIGC, that is India-Russia Intergovernmental Commission, and this is a governmental level affair in which is conducted in two parts. The first part is trade, economic, scientific, technological and cultural cooperation, which is headed by the Deputy Prime Minister of Russia and the Foreign Minister of India. And the military technical cooperation, the second part, which is conducted between both the nations, and it is co-chaired by Russian Defense Minister and Indian Defense Minister. Moreover, Resina dialogue is also conducted in India, and it started in the year 2016, and Russia has been a prominent speaker in the Resina dialogue. Apart from this, India and Russia are together part of United Nations, then BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, G20 and SCO, that is Shanghai Cooperation. Now Russia also strongly supports India receiving a permanent seat on UNSC, that is United Nations Security Council, and moreover Russia has backed India for joining the nuclear supplier group, which consists of around 48 countries, and APEC, that is Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, which has 21 countries. Now moreover, North-South Transport Corridor has also been developed by these two countries, and apart from that, Russia supported India's sovereignty, stating Kashmir and Goa to be the integral part of India. Moreover, in the year 1962, when Indo-China war was happening, they transferred MiG-21 jet fighters in India, which Soviet Union denied to China. Moreover, Russia used veto power and favored thrice in favor of India during the 1971 war. Now particularly, this is a snapshot of the Resina dialogue headline, which states that Russia states that India must be in the United Nations Security Council as a permanent member, and moreover this is the North-South Transport Corridor of around 7,200 km, and this is ship, rail and road route between India, Russia and Iran. Well, this is around 7,200 kilometers, and this was the standard route which has been cut down to 7,200 kilometers. Moreover, they are planning to include Kazakhstan in the way. Now talking about the military dependency, now as per a report between 2008 and 2012, Russia, USA and Israel had been the major arms exporter, and India is particularly dependent on Russia for around 68% of exports, moreover on USA for around 14%, and on Israel for 7.2% of arms export. Moreover, having a better relation with Russia is important because of its intervention in maintenance of the equipment. Talking about the latest deal is for the naval frigates, then KA-226 twin engine utility helicopters, and this is being made under joint venture, and 60 will be made in Russia and 140 will be made in India. Moreover, BrahMos cruise missile, this will also be made under joint venture, and 50.5% will be contributed by India and 49.5% by Russia. A fifth generation fighter aircraft is being made. Multi-role transport aircraft is being made. Then Ilyushin HAL tactical transport aircraft. Then Sukhoi Su-30 Mark 1 program, which is 230 plus, and this is going to be built in India. Moreover, Akula 2 nuclear submarine, two to be leased to India, after which India has the option whether to buy the nuclear submarine or not. Moreover, S-400 Triumph, then Mi-17 helicopter, then T-90 Bhishma tank. Now I'll show you the images of the same. Well, this is the K-8226 twin engine, then this is the BrahMos missile, and this is the latest 5th generation fighter aircraft. This is the multi-role transport aircraft prototype, and this is the submarine which Russia will be providing to India on lease. This is Akula 2 nuclear submarine, and this is T-90 Bhishma tank. Moreover, Russia supports Make in India program, and that is why it is making projects under joint ventures. Now particularly there is a story of S-400 Triumph as well. Now I'll come to it in the upcoming slide. Now basically let me just cover the military exercises part. Now as of now, exercise TSENTR 2019 was conducted in Russia, and it was a multi-nation military exercise participated by India, China, then Russia, Tajikistan, and some more nations. And from India, 22 grenadiers took part in it. Moreover, Indra is a joint biannual exercise which started in the year 2003, and this is joint tri-service military exercise, and the last one was conducted in the year 2018. Moreover, SCO peace mission, yes, India also took part in SCO peace mission in Russia, and Rajput regiment from Indian Army participated in the same. Well, this is the picture of 22 grenadiers, and this is the XTS exercise center 2019. Well, this is the picture of exercise Indra 2019 between Russia and India, and it was a tri-service military exercise. Well, coming to the CAATSA, yes. So basically CAATSA stands for Countering American Adversaries Through Sanction Act. Now American adversaries over here are Iran, North Korea and Russia. Now basically if any country is having some or the other deals like arms and ammunition deal, or any crude oil exports and many more, then US, as per their law, the US president can impose sanction on that particular country. And moreover, this was imposed on Russia because Russian troops appeared without insignia in various parts of Crimea, mostly outside Ukrainian military base and government buildings. Moreover, they had involvement in Syria war as well. So because of which the CAATSA is applicable on Russia as well. And moreover, in the year October 2018, India signed agreement with Russia to procure 5 S-400 Triumph surface to air missile defense system in the world, ignoring America's CAATSA. That is, America had said that they will impose sanctions on India if India signs the deal and procures the Russian made S-400 Triumph surface to air missile defense system. But India has always followed the non-alignment policy, and it went on and it signed the agreement for 5 surface to air missile defense system, 5 S-400 Triumph. Moreover, this is the S-400 Triumph. Well, coming to the conclusion part, India has a time-tested proven relationship with Russia, and moreover, India has always followed the non-alignment policy, which states that there is no friend and foe in international relations, and only the permanent interest exist. Now basically when India and US started coming up together, when they started conducting military exercises together like Vajra Prahar, then Yuddha Abhyas, Shatrajit, then Russia and Pakistan together started conducting military exercise, and Russia Pakistan military exercise was named as Druzhba, which means friendship. Moreover, both the countries are having a friendly relation as of now, so it is very important that India establishes a good relation with almost every nation, because India is a developing country and it has always followed the non-alignment policy. So I hope this topic would have been useful. In case you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you.